Guys, I want to touch on the number of properties you own versus the value of the properties. A lot of people say it doesn't matter how many properties you own, it's all about the value. Now that can be true, but it's going to depend on everyone's situation. Everyone's got different circumstances on what might suit them best. So first scenario, you've got two houses here valued at $1.2 million each. They both rent for $900 a week each. Rental yield is 3.9%. So it's going to cost you a little bit of money out of your own pocket. But again, value $2.4 million across two houses. The second scenario, $2.4 million, same value. I have got two houses and two duplexes, all right? Two houses valued at $600,000 each, and they both rent for $600 per week, or $31,000 a year. Okay, so you got $1.2 million worth of value up the top. Down the bottom, I've got two duplexes. All right, dual income properties. You might have a house, they might have two front doors, two garages, two bed, one bath on each side, something like that, all right? Generally, these will have a higher yield. So we're saying these rent for $750 a week and have a yield of 6.5%. The important thing, or the big major difference here, is annual income, $39,000 per year. Seems like an obvious choice. Yes, this one looks better, but if you dumb it down, keep it really simple, what do most people want to live in? They probably want to live in a house, not a duplex, all right? So your resaleability on these things, when you go to sell it, you're not going to probably command top dollar like you would for a house, all right? That's one thing you got to consider. But again, this is going to come down into each individual's circumstances and what's best for them. You might want to just have two houses valued at $2.4 million, and over the long term, you pay those down, you pass them on to your kids. That sort of stays in the family, and that wealth can continue for generations. These ones here, all right? If you're thinking to retire early through property, you might buy two $600,000 houses. You might then go and buy two duplexes. It might take you 5 years to acquire those four properties, let's say, okay? Over time, you might sell these two houses off. They've increased in value enough, maybe they've doubled. Then you can look to pay down some of your debt on these duplexes here. You've got four incomes. Over time, or as soon as those properties have doubled or they've seen enough growth, you can pay down those. They'll have minimum debt on them. They're now returning in today's dollars at $39,000 per year. If you can own those debt free, that's nearly $80,000 a year of your income. If you think of it, you earn $150,000 a year right now. You can replace 2.5 days of your salary just through owning two duplexes owned outright. But to get there, you might need to buy four houses, sell two, pay two off. Like I said, the duplexes, they don't have a great resale value because not everyone wants to live in them. But if your goal is cash flow, passive income, they can be great ones to hold on to long term. So number of properties, value of properties, it's going to depend on everyone's situation. But personally, I like the idea of holding these cash flow assets longer term because they're going to provide you an income and they can help you retire early. Anyway, that's my 2 cents.